What's up, guys? Thanks for joining me. This is the Whiteboard Breakdown for May 28th. For today's workout, you will need 2 dumbbells. If we are going to use a barbell, we're still going to want to have at least 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell here. For our warm-up, we're going to start off with 50 jumping jacks, just to get our shoulders primed up. We do have Turkish get-ups right off the bat, so we do want to get our shoulders nice and primed as we get our heart rate up to start the day. So make sure we're touching those hands right overhead and then all the way back down to our thighs in those jumping jacks. After we finish those 50 jumping jacks, we have 2 rounds of following exercises. So first one we have pass-through, so if you do have a PVC or something wide to hold on to, we'll go all the way over our shoulders, tap our hips, and then all the way back forward. If not, we're just going to do big arm circles and shrugging our shoulders wherever our arms are going. We're going to do 10 in one direction and then 10 in the other direction. Next we have wrist rocks, so we're going to go onto our all fours here. We're going to wrist rock forward for 5 reps, keeping the elbows locked out, putting pressure on our fingers, and then back to relax. So we'll do 5 rocks to the front, then we'll move our hands so they're pointing away from, our fingers are pointing away from each other, still palms down, and then we'll finish off with 5 rocks with our fingers facing our knees, rocking back 5 times to get our stretch and forward to relax. Next one we have mountain climbers. This is going to be a pause for 5 seconds. So we're trying to open up our hips. So hands right inside our front heel. We're going to hold this for 5 seconds. From that 5 seconds, bringing that chest down towards the ground. We can even push that knee out a little bit. We're going to come up, let our hip relax, switch sides, and then do the same thing on the other side. If you want to do some rotations here or push out the knee to kind of get that ankle and hip a little bit more, that's fine too. You got 5 seconds on each rep, 10 total, 5 per side there. Next we have our cat-cow. So we want to manipulate our shoulders and back here. So my shoulder blades will be pulling apart, big arch in my upper back, pulling my belly button in, squeezing my butt tight, and then I'm going to let my belly button drop, head goes up, my hips follow, and then my shoulders sink down slightly. Okay, so we're trying to get those shoulders to move and our back to go into extension and flexion. Next one we're focusing on our lats and chest here, going to down dog to plank. So I'm going to drive my chest close to my thighs, really driving hard, and then come back into my plank position. I'm going to continue to try to drive my shoulders to my ears and really open up my chest and lats in that down dog. Last one we have is 5 overhead presses. So we'll take a light weight or an odd object here, and we're just going to go 5 presses on each side, just to get warmed up for our Turkish get-ups. So once you finish the presses, you have 1 more round through. So for our Turkish get-ups, we want to use either very lightweight if we're not very comfortable with the movement, or we can use a light kettlebell or dumbbell and slowly work this up in progressive sets. Okay, you have 5 Turkish get-ups on each side. Take a minute rest, and then if you feel good, increase the weight to give yourself a little bit of challenge. Okay, this is tough on the shoulders, so don't take big jumps. Maybe 5 to 10 pounds at the most, depending on where you start. Okay, you have 3 total rounds. I will attach a video of the rundown for the Turkish get-up, because it is a very skilled movement that there's some fine points that you really want to hit on this move. Okay, so for our Metcon for the day, we have a 22-minute AMRAP. So doing as many rounds as we can in 22 minutes. Okay, starting off, we have 22 alternating dumbbell snatches. Okay, so starting from the ground, we hinge our hips just like we would for a barbell. From here, we drive into the ground. My elbow drives up, turn my elbow under, and then punch that weight overhead. Okay, as I come down, I switch hands, and then same thing on the other side. Okay, 22 total there. So as we work through those, if it's with a dumbbell, it's just a single dumbbell, we should be able to continually keep moving and try to knock out all 22 in a row. Okay, if we're still feeling pretty fatigued for the beginning of the week, or this is some of our first workouts coming back, we may want to cut that in half, do 10, 11 reps, shake it off real quick, and then continue on. Okay, with weight-wise, it's going to be 50 pounds for our guys, 35 for our women, working down, or for our barbell, 95, 65 working down from that weight, okay? If you're using a barbell, most likely we're gonna break that up into probably 3 sets, okay? So somewhere around 7 and 8 each time. If that seems like too much for you for that snatch weight, lower that snatch weight. We haven't done it in a while. Get used to the movement again. Then we have for man makers. This is where you would have 2 bells. So you would grab that second bell for this one. It's a big movement here. So 4 of them is actually a lot, okay? If we only have 1, we're just gonna have it off to the sides and switch each round. So as I come down, I kick out into a burpee. When I come up from my burpee, I'm going to clean it into a thruster. And that is 1. And then I would switch sides if I had my single bell. So if you are using a barbell, we still do need at least a dumbbell or kettlebell here for the man maker, okay? Those are just move through it, try to get all 4 done in a row, but it is a lot. So you may even just do 1 or 2, take a breather, pick it back up and keep moving. Because the next one is burpees. And we have 20 total burpees. You know with the burpees, it's just get down, stand back up, try to continue to keep moving through all 20. Or again, if we're just getting back into the flow of things, maybe we shoot for 5 or 10, take a little break, mentally get ourselves back in the game, and then jump back down and finish the next 2 or 3 sets that you got left. Then our last one is just a single dumbbell front squat. So we can do this goblet style. If you want to make it a little bit more difficult, you can add a second bell. If we're doing barbell here, we can either use that single bell or we can just do a front rack squat with the same snatch weight for 20 reps with a single bell. Should be able to get all of those unbroken. With the barbell option, we may have to break that up into 2 sets, okay? Remember, this is a 22-minute workout, so we're not trying to blast off right off the gate. Keep consistent with the set numbers that you set for yourself. If you got a little too aggressive in the first round, you start to feel a little too fatigued with a long workout like this, then adjust your set numbers for that second round and going forward. If it's too easy on the first couple of rounds, then you know to increase your rep numbers on your sets and pick it up just a little bit. That last 5 minutes or so, always the sweet spot in these longer workouts, is when we pick it up and start to sprint it out. All right, guys, almost at the weekend.